Okay, New Gear Day from Sweetwater. Very excited about this. This is something I wanted since I was a young fella, and in the late 1970s, a friend had one, and they still make them. What is it? I'll give you a hint. I broke out a tweed guitar cable to test it, and I have one of my guitars that I build with me. This one is sold. It's going to Tennessee. It's maple top, nice thick cap over mahogany, and strings feed through the back. I still have to finish this plate, but she'll play. And let's open this up. I'm really excited about this little guy here. Let's do it. So a friend of mine back in the 1970s, like 1978, 79 or so, had one of these. Always had it in his car. I have never heard one of these with a guitar plugged into it in person. He always had a SM58 plugged into it with an adapter. And anyways, let's open this bugger. I'm excited about this. I've wanted one of these for so long. There's the Sweetwater. I love this place. Oh, there's our little thank you bag. Little candies. Kind of fun. Oh my gosh, and I forgot, I ordered a Sweetwater t-shirt. That's how much I like this place. I love these guys. I forgot all about this. That's how excited I am about getting this. It's a Pignose guitar amp. That stuff over there. And it's in tweed. It's my first tweed amp. I don't have any tweed amps. It's adorable. I love this thing already. But they, you could get an adapter to plug them in, a 9-volt adapter, or they run off of batteries for quite a long time, as I understand it. And I also understand over the years, people have literally used these in studios because of their unique sound. Oh, look at that. I love my Pignose. Yes. I love stickers. I don't know where I'm going to put that. But, kind of cute. Put it on your car and confuse everybody because they don't know what that means. It's packed really well. Oh, yeah, and that's real cloth tweed. To lacquer it or not to lacquer it? You tell me. Leave a comment. And, oh, there's a little shrinkage there. That's all right. On the very bottom, I'm not that picky. But, man, the rest of it's really nice. They're really well made. Here's your preamp output, believe it or not. And your 9-volt adapter if you want to plug it in. These little guys, you could put a guitar strap around it and walk around town yodeling while you play. As we got inside. And that looks just like I remember it. Literally with this wrinkly protective thing. And as far as I know, my friend's still works to this day. But this might be a little bit different, this battery cavity, but the speaker's supposed to be something unique unto itself. And they're supposed to have quite a unique sound. But it's just fun. As I'm building guitars, I could check them out as I'm wiring them up. It's my least favorite thing to do. And it's just a simple volume knob. Click, and it turns on. Oh, nice. Man, the resistance of the volume, just nice. Nice solid click. You could hear that. The corners are really nice. Let's plug this little guy in. Oh, another sticker. Also want to point out, you know, I do love Sweetwater. There's no favors here. I buy stuff with my own money. Okay, complaint complaint number one. I said, well, I mentioned earlier that it did take eight batteries. It only took 6, and I thought I had more batteries. I was 2 batteries short of a good time here, so I had to run out this morning and get some batteries to finish this video and check the darn thing. That's my only complaint, is that they offer an adapter, but at this point, you know, these are old school, so at this point it's like a specialty adapter, and it's a 9-volt operation. And being a musician, so many things, you know, so many of us would have a 9-volt power source on hand, and it's kind of a shame that you have to, because it's, I believe, $29, $28, and just involves more shipping. It should have came with it, in my opinion, if they're going to do a specialty thing. Because, I mean, it's only, you know, close to almost $30 more, but it kind of puts the price of it way up there, so I opted not to get it, and then realized that it is a specialty, nowadays, a specialty input that it requires. But that's pretty cool. That's full volume. breaks up pretty nice. Let's see how it reacts to the guitar's volume now. It's quiet. A classic. Let's see how it takes pedals. I typically use this to drive my 5150 with the drive all the way down and the level all the way up, and then there's a simple tone knob that I usually keep around there. But I'm going to actually use this for an overdrive on this guy. We'll play around with it, see what happens. But it's the closest thing to a distortion pedal I have on hand. I'm surprised at how well this breaks up right off the bat. It's kind of really nice, and it definitely has its own voice. But and it responds to the guitar's volume really, really well. I mean, it cleans right up, and as you crank the guitar volume up, it gets a little louder, but the breakup, it's kind of smooth. The guitars I build, I do use audio taper pots, really nice Burns volume pots, but this does stay at a similar volume when you crank the volume up on the guitar, and it tends to break up and compress a little bit, which is really, really surprising. I also moved the mic around a little bit to, when I play the video back, I haven't heard it yet, I have no idea how this is coming out, but to get like the proximity effect and more towards the edge of the speaker, this thing is so tiny. I feel silly talking about locating the dust cap. Segment, I noticed that the batteries are already tanking on this. I mentioned I already had 4 batteries. I had to go out and buy some more this morning. I put all new batteries in. They're fresh batteries, and I don't know if it's the pedal, but they're already taking a dump. But there's enough charge left in it. I've been on a building a baritone kick. So the glue's still drying on this one, and but we're gonna plug this in and see what happens. Might be. Really cool little amplifier. It is so well made. It isn't made to be overdriven on batteries. And the low frequencies of the baritone being overdriven, I think just tanked the batteries. But you should get more than 10 minutes out of it. My gosh, that's crazy. Not very economical or convenient. I dislike buying batteries so much, but they're not really made for baritones. To get this monster out of the way. But will it work for what I need? Yes. I do have to go back and purchase the adapter. It'll be an additional $30 and more shipping, but that's all right. Batteries. The build quality on this, I know I go on about that. It's amazing. It's real cloth tweed. You could lacquer it or leave it, or shellac it, orange shellac. But everything lines up really nice. This latch, nice and solid, and it pulls the case nice and tight together. It's kind of funny. The batteries died before I got to demonstrate it, but I did hit a chord with it opened, and it sounds completely different. Look, it's an open back. Inside here, opposite the little volume knob and input, this appears to be a little preamp, and this appears to be the amplifier, and it has room to store your AC adapter or a guitar cord. It's kind of nice. Just keep in mind, anything you put back here, this is a magnet, and for this size speaker, that magnet is huge. There is a steel wire grill. You can see it revealed here. That is behind this cloth, and it is rigid to protect that speaker, which is kind of nice. So you know how they made it. This seals up really nice, and it just has a solid feel to it and tone. You know, it comes through and how it sounds. In the video, with the baritone, after the batteries died, I noticed, and you could see that I had turned the tube screamer off and had the volume on basically 0, and it was already breaking up, which it didn't do when the batteries were fresh. When the batteries were fresh, it had this bright, crisp sound. When the batteries started to tank, it was breaking up already as soon as you turn it on, but muddy, really muddy. It didn't just affect the volume. The whole behavior of the thing was changed after the batteries died. So not really a fair demo on it, but cute little bugger, and it's heavy. It's significant, but just be aware that, you know, if you want to hang it from your guitar strap, dangling off your back, you know, for the park or whatever, just 10 minutes out of the batteries with overdriven. You know, it was horrible. And again, it's unfortunate you have to buy their adapter, because this old school input, the 9-volt battery supplies don't really, that you have in your gig bag, you know, or whatever, that are not going to work there, and it's unfortunate. And it's, you know, it's an extra $30 you have to add to the equation. So there you have it. Nice little amplifier they've been building for years, and there's a reason for it, you know, that they still make them. And they're not cheap, but they're just, you get a sense of quality kicking around the tires. But thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If it sucked, leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. And thanks for watching.